Exiled Madagascan President Marc Ravalomanana is in discussions with President Jacob Zuma to decide the way forward after he was forced to return to South Africa. And the Mopani District Council in Limpopo has resolved that the Hoedspruit area should be declared a disaster zone. I'm Richard Brooks. Exiled Madagascan President Marc Ravalomanana is in discussions with President Jacob Zuma to decide the way forward after he was forced to return to South Africa. Madagascan airspace was closed yesterday, an hour before his commercial flight was due to land in the country's capital. His spokesperson Patrick Gearing says Ravalomanana is upset because everything was supposed to be in place for him to return home. Earlier, Ravalomanana refused to leave his plane at O.R. Tambo International Airport in Johannesburg until Zuma became involved in negotiating with him to return to Pretoria. Ravalomanana was ousted in a coup in 2009. He has lived in exile in South Africa ever since. The Mopani District Council in Limpopo has resolved that the Hoedspruit area should be declared a disaster zone. The decision was taken at a special council meeting in Zenine. Over 200 houses, farmlands and several bridges and roads have been damaged by flooding. Witness Tiva reports that Mayor Joshua Matlau says they want government to intervene as they are unable to deal with the situation.
The floods experienced in the area wreaked havoc in Hoedspruit town and at over 19 villages. Over 220 families in the villages of Maruleng municipal area were left stranded. Matlau says they need government to quickly intervene. Meanwhile, police say the search for a vehicle which was swept away with people inside is continuing. Authorities say they have sought assistance of a helicopter to search for the car. It is unknown as to how many occupants were inside the car.
The body of a man's been recovered from the sea off Komaki Beach in the Cape Peninsula. NSRI spokesperson Tom Kutsia says he was found by NSRI volunteers floating semi-submerged underwater near to where he had been reported missing. 29-year-old Christopher Robinson of Ocean View was swimming with his 8-year-old son when he got into difficulty. Kutsia says the boy managed to get back to shore safely. Angry protesters in the eastern Libyan city of Benghazi have forced their way into the headquarters of the transitional government after besieging the building for several hours. Witnesses say several young men, including former fighters who had been injured during the 9-month civil war, used stones and iron bars to break into the building. The protesters complain of being sidelined in the new Libya and a lack of transparency by the country's new leaders. Benghazi was at the heart of the rebel uprising that toppled Muammar Gaddafi.